Hello, everyone. It's been a little bit. Maybe it's been a little bit because I did a double upload, or maybe it's been only a day, maybe a couple of days. I don't know when this is getting uploaded. But what I do know is that we are back and ready to get started into some Rimworld. Now, this Rimworld run is going to be a little bit different from Rimworld Runaway. In this run, we're going to be operating with one of the many DLCs, Ideology. What Ideology does is it allows us to make our own belief system with fine control over behaviors, preferences, rituals, symbols, and more, allowing us to either play as pirates, nudist cannibals, or blind underground mole people, among many other different things. In this series, even if we don't have biotech, even if we don't have Odyssey, we're going to be playing Rimworld Robotics. Our colony is going to be of the the Cataclysmic Schism. It's a custom one that I made since I've been having a lot of difficulty recently getting back into Rimworld. I might have loved this game, but I haven't played it in a couple of years, and the last series was my first time by myself. So hopefully the Cataclysmic Schism will be cool enough for us to have some sort of lore in our mind, and awesome enough for us to feel comfortable. Now, with that, we are playing under Phoebe Chillax in Adventure Story. It's still difficult. Experienced Rimworld gamers or experienced strategy gamers on their first run of Rimworld should be playing this, or experienced Rimworld players who want some breathing room to be funny or weird, and I think I'm always weird. We're always going to be on commitment mode, and it doesn't matter about the world, let me be honest, because I've already generated a Rimworld colony. I'm only doing this to show off the example of what our ideology is going to look like, because we're going to be running another loaded ideology of astro-augmentism. What astro-augmentism is a loyalist, transhumanist, high life Rimworld colony. They believe in the wielder of the drug pendant who will summon the spirit of drugs and robots for the ultimate biofusion of technology. Here's a little bit of our stats if you want to pause it and get an idea of what we're going for. I'm not going to go over all of them. And here's most of the other details that we have going for our colony. Again, I already have the colony ready, so none of this was set in stone, and you will be happy to learn that it is permadeath. So as soon as we get in here, I'm going to be more than happy to show off our pawns, because we have returning names, even if they're not returning faces. We have Bob here with a fantastic shooting skill, a burning passion in shooting, even a passion in construction with an okay construction, a passion in cooking with okay in cooking, a passion in animals with pretty good animals, and a passion in medical with a pretty good medical. He is a psychopath, however, so Bob, I hope you don't mind being a psychopath. And we have Rapture here. Rapture is our quick sleeper psychopath. I don't know why. Half of our colony are just psychopaths. Like, Rosa and Callahan are not psychopaths. Only the named characters are, which in retrospect is a little bit weird. Anyway, we have the psychopath quick sleeper Rapture with a burning passion in animals, a passion in mining and construction, and okay stats elsewhere. We're not going to go too into the details of everything. This is how Callahan looks, our tortured artist bisexual. Shout out to the gays. And here's how Rosa looks, our super immune chemical interest potential goat, as she's fine in everything other than construction, mining, cooking, and medical. So hopefully we're able to build up a comfortable Rimworld colony to try and, I don't know, make her feel comfortable. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing this map, even if I have preloaded this colony. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is a terrible place to set up. I'm thinking this is bait, because this is stone, and it's like, oh, we could get wind turbines going. Absolutely not. That's way too close to an edge for it to... Yeah, that's way too close to the edges to make it worth anything. This side of the map is cut off, and we can try and hunker down here, but we'd be too far away from anything interesting for me to feel comfortable for that, which leaves us kind of just going down here, making a little compound, probably using this as a kill box for the foreseeable future. And that sounds pretty good, because we can't just wall this off and then force everybody to come in through this area that's already mostly paved out, because we have an entrance down here, and then we can have an entrance up here to catch anyone on the top end of the map. We can burrow into the mountain this way, and we have 2 steam geysers for geothermic engines, which is going to leave us rather spoiled for power. We are going to have to look around for our ancient evils so that we don't accidentally dig into it. I think I know that one spawns with each Rimworld save, but I'm just having a hard time finding it. I don't think we got one. Which is, on one hand, lucky. On the other hand, not lucky at all. Oh! Oh. That would have been interesting. But it's fine. It's broken. It's fine. We can deconstruct it later. But yeah, no ancient evils as of yet, which means that we can just start getting our colony set up. And rather than boring you with the, oh, this is how our colony is going to look, this is where I'm putting things, I'm just going to jump to the part of the video where we have all of our bare essentials set up. With our 4 colonists, no dog, and only a little bit more of equipment, this should be difficult. Hopefully, it's a little difficult, even if it might seem a little bit normal to some more seasoned Rimworld veterans. But I'm going to get things set up, and I'm going to get things looking pretty, and I'll see you when everything totally doesn't go bad. Because we don't have a track record for that. Right? Right. I'll see you when we have everything set up. And we are back in a little bit of a pickle. I built out our storage space. We got a cute little shelf alignment here. I'm very preferable to a building like this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care that it's awful. It's cute. And we have a couple of empty buildings being built, but right now we have a timber wolf hunting Bob coming from down here, and we also have Callahan infected with a plague somehow, even though she wasn't injured at all. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find Rapture and tell Rapture, stop working on that. We're going to find Bob and tell Bob, lock in, buddy. We're going to tell Callahan to get ready, and Rosa's the only person without a weapon, so Rosa's going to be the only person without a... Oh, no! She's actually going to go in. How could I forget? She's actually goated with the sauce when it comes to melee. And so if she's doing that, she's going to be happy. Even if she's our intellectual, we need somebody to tank for our goat Bob, actually. Are you kidding? Alright, we should have it covered. Everything should be okay, and everything is okay. Now Bob's bleeding a little bit, but Callahan should be able to cover Bob, because Callahan is pretty okay at doctoring, even if she needs a little bit of time to herself for now. So we're going to tell Callahan to give Bob back the favor, because Bob, for the most part, has been making sure that Callahan is not absolutely chopped, right? But these are our 3 empty rooms. I'm thinking of turning this one into a research lab. I'm thinking of turning this one into a kitchen. And I'm thinking of turning this one into a cafeteria so that we don't just have people eating in our main area. And as we continue, maybe the next building is going to be our chapel, because we will eventually, from my knowledge and experience of playing this, there's a mad squirrel. Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay, hold on. Watch it. Rosa, lock in. Get right there. Rapture. Get right there. Bob, get ready for another combat. Where's that squirrel? It's crossing the river. Rosa, get it! Bob and Rapture provide covering fire. Bang! And we done did it. That is... Oh! We are on top of it today. I'm feeling legendary today. Feeling great about this Rimworld run. So hopefully, because we're not doing Randy Random, we're not getting absolutely cooked by back-to-back consecutive random encounters that randomly light everything on fire and kill us because elephants decided to do that. Sorry, I'm still mourning that run entirely. Medical treatment needed on Callahan. Bob prioritized that. Oh, Bob was already working on it. I don't know why the game didn't tell me that. But our cute little compound is looking cute and like a little compound, actually. Looking pretty well. Hopefully we get the steel mined out here so that we can finish the corners here and those too. Huh? Oh. It's just saying that she can't do anything because she hasn't beat it yet, but she's about to beat it because medical emergency gone, and now she's suddenly... Oh, we do get seasons here even if it's cold. Okay, so what we're in a boreal forest right now, so I thought it was going to be permanent winter, but we do get seasons, which does mean we should start studying hydroponics. Now, Callahan still can't feel anything, I guess, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what's going on here. Mind-shattering pain. Not sure what from. I see. It's slowly going down, so now she can start walking again. Great. And when these get cut down, we're gonna have actual cool buildings going on. It's gonna be great, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We're gonna put wooden floors in these to get that mental stat boost. We're staving our steel because even though we can hex tile, we don't want to waste our steel right now. I want to build this colony out of steel because I am about prevention. And now that I know that I can prevent forest fires by simply not participating in forest fires, I think I'm going to do that. Now, Bob's mood is getting low because he's in serious pain. Bob, stop hitting on everyone. Oh my god, dude. Dude. No, that's... Bob, you know better. But most of our buildings are done, which means that you can be here when I designate them. What we're going to do is we're going to have not an electric stove, but a fueled stove right here. We're going to have a butcher's table right here. Then over here, we're going to move this. Reinstall this. Blah, blah, blah. No, we're not. We're gonna get a new table. Furniture. Bam! Table. 2x4. Table of crap. Oh, wait, no, it's even. So it doesn't work. That's weird. 3x3. A 3x3 works, but it's way too big. Ugh. I guess we'll have to deal with the normal 1x2 that everybody likes. I'm gonna have to mental map that one in my mind later. And this one's probably gonna be our research because we definitely need to just start getting to researching. We definitely need to lock in and get our water mill because I would love to heavily rely on water this run rather than wind turbines or whatever the H we were doing previously. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bookshelf here. I'm gonna put a plant pot here. And then I'm going to put lights in all of these rooms so that we can get some good vibes when we're up to it. But, yeah, I'm going to spend some time making sure that this room is as good as it can be. And honestly, we need to start hunting. Let's get some hares. Let's get some light leather, you know? Let's start butchering some creatures. And hopefully, when we'll be back with light leather sandbags. And hopefully we'll be raided from this direction, and hopefully I can set up some good light leather sandbags in the way. But until then, I'm excited for this colony. And I think you should be too. So I'm gonna set everything up. I'm gonna get Bob into mining, his favorite pastime right now. And I'm gonna hopefully have everything ripe and ready I'll see you very, very soon. And we are back. I made the room a little bit cutesy, but we're not too far in the future from where we left off. I just wanted to record this part, make sure that we were all here for it. Because we got to name our settlement. Our settlement, our faction will get a name. And I think our faction name will be something smart. I'm thinking Neo Augmented Outriders. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Because we're going to be driving trucks. I don't know if there's any trucks in Rimworld. Let me know down in the comments if there are any trucks in Rimworld. And now that we have a faction name, let's give this settlement a name. And this settlement will be named... what a tough decision. I'm not too sure, but honestly, no, I have an idea. I have an idea. The medical basin. Because we're going to be starting to rip people's chests out and replace them with, like, cybernetic stuff. So I want it to feel weirdly tribal and weirdly futuristic, you know? Medical being our futuristic, basin being our tribal roots. Our punkish roots, our we live in a rim world. We were schismed from our colony. Because that's what happened. I'm not sure if I talked about it too much, but the reason why... Oh, psychic soothe male, perfect. But the reason why our colony is actually so different and here right now is because they belonged to a bigger cell of ideology. They belonged to a bigger religion. And that religion disagreed with these four people's principles. And after many, many years of constant petty action, of backhanded arguments, of basically anything that could go wrong, anything that could be passive aggression, they were finally banished from their colony and sent to a rim world with nothing but their tongues and guns to lick their wounds and start from scratch. Because if their faith was good enough, then surely it would carry them back. And so our plan is to leave this rim world eventually. Our plan is to make it back to our ideological sect and show them that we were right. And why are you out hunting a hare this late at night? Why did you miss all of them? Anyway, our goal is to show them up and be like, yeah, we were right. Yeah, you were wrong, actually. We were the ones that had a good opinion, and you were the ones that were being goofballs about it. Now I'm trying to look for mine. There it is. Hopefully, we'll be able to go on that path together and find that celestial ascension where we all get to leave the rim world, where we all get to have our faiths be proven. But until then, we have to work on the basics. And the basics right now say we need a research bench, we need a cafeteria, and we need a kitchen. And after we get our research bench down, we're going to start studying a water mill so that we can put one smack dab right frickin' here and then hook it up to batteries that are going to be structured right here and then rig it up to the whole colony, giving us probably heaters because it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit outside, even though it's summer, which is very worrisome, actually. I am very concerned, Bob. Bob, make that bench right now. Please, Bob. We need a researcher. We need a big brain working on our, not hydroponics, but... I mean, hydroponics soon. Our water mill generator. Now, I did a run with this ideological sect before, and my biggest mistake is that I fat-fingered a geothermal power instead of water mill. And so they spent 3 months studying the geothermal generator and were just frostbitten and died. So be very careful with what you put down, right? Here, I'll put this up to 1 for Callahan and Rosa. Well, Rosa's on wardening and plant cutting, so I'll actually drop it down to 3. But Callahan's not doing much, and I kind of want to keep it that way for a little bit because she's our goat. She's our sleeper pick. And I want her to, well, be reliable as a sleeper pick, be able to be picked up anytime as a sleeper pick. And look, this is our dump area. Here, now what's going to happen is I'm going to add the bill, butcher creature, and then add the bill, cook simple meal, and I learned this one. Not forever, not X times, do until you have X, which is hopefully going to help our colony be satiated and not too hungry. I'm actually going to keep it at 30 because until we have freezing, they're just going to rot away in storage, and we don't want that. But what we do want is the person designated to cook, which is Bob, to prioritize cooking a little bit more. We want Bob to be our chef. So he's going to prioritize cooking at this stove. Get it, Bob! Get it! Butcher creatures, stop acting like you can take a walk, Bob. We need that light leather, we need our defenses, we need our traps, we need our kill box. Sorry, I'm getting too... Oh, speak of the devil. And they're coming from the right? So here, we're going to check their bio, and they are... That's not good. So, they're not hunting anyone in specific. So Callahan is going to be put there. Bob is going to be put here. Rapture is going to be put here. And Rosa, dear Rosa. I'm a little worried she won't have time to finish eating her... Okay, she did. Perfect. We're going to put you here. And hopefully... The way that the bait works is that, oh, he's not attacking immediately. Okay, what I was saying is that hopefully he goes for Rosa first. I guess we can undraft, right? Get them back to doing normal thing. Oh, now they're beginning their assault. So where are they? He's right up there. Rosa, I'm gonna draft you and get you here. Callahan, I'm gonna draft you and get you here. Bob, I'm gonna draft you and get you here. And I think Rapture can be exempt from this because I would like one colonist, at the very least, to just be doing something. And Rapture being that colonist sounds like a good idea, especially since we're layering buckshot into him. Oh, good stuff, team, good stuff. Now let's see. He's great at melee, great at mining, great at animals, great at artistic, but he's a part of the high cult, which is high life cannibals, and I don't want to have a cannibal. I also don't really want another mouth to feed, honestly. I want to stockpile food. I don't want to worry about all of that. So Rosa... Actually, strip this fool, Rosa. Because if we strip him right now, his clothing is wearable, which is fantastic. Now, I'm going to go in Misk and get a grave out, and I'm going to decide where a temporary grave is going to be, and I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to tell Callahan, no. Bob needs to eat, so it's going to have to fall to Rosa again. Not assigned to constructing, going to have to fall to Rapture, actually, to dig that grave. And when that grave gets dug, we're actually going to crump this fool and bury him like the respectful person that he is, or probably was before he decided to raid us. Very likely in relation to, like, what his superiors told him to. So let's not act like it's this guy's fault. It very likely isn't. And then no! Bury him! Don't eat him! What are you doing, you fiend? Yuck! Alright. Now that he's buried, his stuff isn't tainted, even if it's a little bit poor. We do have the... Oh, and Rapture's on a shooting frenzy. Get it, girl! But, we do have his stuff, and his hat isn't tainted. It should be the same as every other hat, which means that we can use it on another recruit. He came with Jade and Psychite T, which is great, because we're also about the high life. Which, well... What? Was that up here? Yeah, allow that steal? What the funk? Sorry, which should set us up for the future. And that future should probably look like, I don't know, having good people in our midst. Having competent people in our colony, and those competent people being appreciative of the ideology that we bring them, rather than coming in with their own ideology, which is very clearly wrong, because it's not ours. Let's be real. But this building right here, I'm going to start getting, the work orders in for, because this building is going to be our battery building. I want it to be relatively close to the water mill, and that is a pretty cute area, honestly. Gross, mucky swampland, but this is a cute little indent. And Rapture will work away into the night, getting us even more steel for our area. And honestly, in the meantime, I see no harm in just starting the infrastructure for our everything, really, for our power, for our generation. No, that would take way too long and would be way too expensive. Just get everything going in a nice, cute little circle. Yeah, look at that. Very pretty, very yes. Have a compound built within our compound of wires. Isn't that adorable? So here, I'm gonna pump up the construct for Bob, even though I do want Bob to be butchering creatures forever. I said forever, Bob. Don't think you can just get away with doing it once. Yeah, go get those creatures. Disallow that wolf. It's been dead for 3 days. I don't want anybody to get food poisoning from unsafe meat, because in retrospect, I think I realized how I've been giving so many colonists food poisoning. And hopefully we have enough space right here for a geothermic engine to rig it up right here to our batteries. Because if we do, late game, we just get rid of our water mills and then expand this upward and have a metric frick load of energy. So yeah, everything's looking chillax and happy. We're studying our water mills. We're getting things done. Everything's feeling nice and cozy for now. So hopefully we can keep that nice and coziness going and actually have our colonists live this time around. And we had a transport pod crash of Waltz the chemist. He is great at medical, fine at social, fantastic at intellectual, but he's a part of the Supreme Army, which are just supremacists. There is one omnipotent god of them. Okay. I know we just crumped this guy, right? And I know we crumped him under the visage of, we can't handle anyone else into our colony, but I'm a little bit worried that this is the narrator saying you should have 5 people. So I think what I'm gonna do, because of my worry, because of my fear, we're gonna get a sleeping bed here for prisoners. And tell Bob, what is Bob doing? He's cooking a simple meal. No, I'm gonna need you to go on a simple rescue mission. Capture Waltz. That Arctic wolf has been dead for a while. Let's try not to poach it. And with Waltz being captured by Bob, hopefully we can add him to our colony. While Rapture gets to work in the mines, and I need her to stop doing that, actually. Go do construction for a little bit, girlie. We have a lot of steel. So yeah, look, Waltz is getting hopefully appropriately tended to. We're gonna go to prisoner and tell him, hey, let's recruit this guy. Maybe let's get him to join our colony. And actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna deconstruct this. We're gonna get a real steel bed going. And then with that steel bed, we're going to get a dresser. We're going to reinstall this table here. We're just moving around his room to be a little bit more prisoner-friendly. Because even though a cafeteria would be nice, I don't think we're dying for a cafeteria, you know? Oh, and our recreation is almost done being built. Thank you, Rapture. Yippee! Yippee! Wait, who's on Warden? It's Rosa. Fantastic. Everything is perfectly well set. And hopefully this means that we get like a certified doctor rather than an impassioned like nurse, or I don't know. I don't know if nurses are like less qualified or more qualified, but the idea is somebody that's more qualified to doctor. Shout out to nurses out there. I'm sorry if I just dissed your whole, like, you know, lifestyle. I think nurses are great. I don't know how to increase the quality of this. A group of travelers from Lepabum are passing by, and none of them are trading. We have not gotten a single trader in this entire run so far. I know I'm saying entire run like it's anything more than just a couple of days, really, but still, normally I'd have seen a trader. Bob, after that plant cutting, I'm gonna just need you to clean your kitchen. Thanks, dude. And Rosa, I'm also gonna need you to clean your barracks. And when this is built, we're gonna move down here and then get the prison all sorted for Waltz. I think we're gonna build a temple right here and then a cafeteria because we're just gonna keep relying on this for the meantime. Deconstruct that, Bob, capture Waltz again, put him in the bed. And then reinstall this here. Reinstall this here. And hopefully Waltz should be close to being a comfortable little prisoner until we convince him, hey, join my colony, join my colony, you know? Because if he doesn't, then there's really bad news for him. Like, really, really bad news. Like we're going to kill him and use his skull as a decoration level of bad news. Sorry if that's a little bit too dark for the people, you know, watching this video, but our colony actually likes skull spikes. So our colony is actively going to look forward to skull spiking the ever-loving... Oh. Why? What the fuck? Sorry, Bob, what are you doing? Ba. Get Waltz back in here. Why did we just deconstruct the side of the wall for no reason? Did I overclick? Is that what happened? That's weird. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's back. And we didn't lose him like we lost. Oh, the last game still sits in my mind. I'm not gonna lie. It's rough. But our prison cell is dull, and hopefully a bookshelf makes it much less. Honestly, to that degree, let's get another bookcase in here. Just varietize everything. Get the bookshelves placed down there. Rapture's our early bird. Still a little dull. Still a little dull, unfortunately. Maybe cleaning up and picking these things around and moving them around are going to be any good, but power! We can finally start getting to work on this. And what I'm thinking is getting a very basic 3-3 going for our batteries. And hopefully soon... Oh, we have a low food. Oh no. Oh no. Animals. Wrong one. Wildlife. Oh no. The squirrels. The squirrels. Oh no. We're just gonna get back to hunting, you know? Hunt the small livestock, not the big one. That's rotting. That's been dead for a little bit. No? Yeah, it has been. But yeah, you can really just poach off of the land and be relatively fine. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. What is this? Did the lynx just die there? Bob, go butcher that lynx before it becomes bad. I said the lynx, but I guess you can start with the bunny. Also, heads up, for every other Rimworld player that might be watching my gameplay and going, how can I learn from her? Do not put your butcher table in the same room as your kitchen. The blood on the floor. Do not drop your pump shotgun either. The blood on the floor will, in fact, negatively degrade your food. So if there's going to be a bunch of blood on your floor, that's going to give a bunch of people food poisoning. And you don't want that. You don't want that at all. But, you know, I'm a freak. I'm a sicko. And I'm prioritizing different things. So what you personally might want to do in your own Rimworld world is you might want to actually just contemplate, what am I doing here? What will I do? What is my game plan? And make your decisions based off of that, rather than making decisions based off of a pre-recorded video that isn't acknowledging your existence 1 second or the other. Anyway, hunting food, mining steel, and researching, we are comfortably excelling ourselves into the low food zone, because apparently 17 meals is specific. Oh, heat wave! Oh no. Oh wait. Okay, heat waves are still hot. To TIL, which is weird. I know. What do you mean TIL? But we're in a cold place, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get temperature, passive cooler, plop that down here, plop these down, plop that down here and here. Bob, you are in charge of all of this. Get to work, Bob. Get to work, Bob. Construction botched. Get to work, Bob. And that's work down there. Perfect. And this brings up the heat in here. So what we're going to have to do is that and tell Bob to get to work, Bob. Get to work, Bob. And hopefully this is going to make the temperature in here manageable. Like below 70 manageable. I'm not sure if it will. They're just passive coolers. And look at that. Oh my god. That is great. That is great and fantastic. Passive coolers are really, really good. I'm sorry, Rosa, can you stop getting heat stroke? Thank you, Rosa. I appreciate that. Oh, and water mills are done! Which means that we can just start studying hydroponics. Since we cleared out this area, got a buttload of steel, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to power, get a water mill, make it go, right here, yeah. And then we're gonna hidden conduit, connect it, not there, not waterproof, hidden conduit, connect it to our system. And we're gonna tell our constructions to focus on constructing them. And as soon as that water mill is done, we're gonna start working on a cafeteria. No, not a cafeteria. Thrumbos! Thrumbos! They're so awesome and awesome. It's funny, we're in the middle of a heat wave and the game's telling me that I need warm clothes. That's weird. I'll tell you about that. And that can stay on, and that, but like, I don't know, we literally are in a heat wave. What do you mean? Actually, no, the game is just toying with us because we live in an odd area. Keep these on. Our pawns can suffer through sleeping in the cold because they're not going to be hypo-frickin-thermic. Yeah, and then we're going to get all of the power connectors going here. Bob and Rapture waking up early in the morning to get this watermill generator done as soon as possible. Because what we're going to do is we're going to start hooking up coolers and heaters to our colony. I'm actually going to start doing that right now. Temperature, and I've learned from last time, do not put a cooler or heater here. Bad idea. Very bad idea. We're actually just going to freeze the ever-loving lights out of that area, so that this can just double as our food storage as well. I'm sure nobody would mind that too much. Bob decided to go back to sleep after helping Freya sorry, random name in my mind. I was too busy thinking about Smite. My bad. Oh no, someone's hunting Rapture for food! Rapture! Callahan! Get here! No, draft, dog, right there. Rosa, where are you? Where are you, Rosa? Down here? Perfect. Here's how it's gonna go. Rosa, you're gonna beat them up. Get that word. Yes! Yes! And Rosa's gonna head to bed. Rapture's gonna keep working, and Bobbert the Bob is gonna surely wake up to tend to Rosa. Yep. Everything is in place. And guess what? Power is on. We are generating a good amount of water. Not water. What? We're generating a good amount of energy. Rapture and Rosa are sharing a doobie. Great. Love wins. And Bob here is actually going to clean the blood of this area. I'm going to set that to repair, but I'm going to be appreciative of like the base expanding, because the base expanding means, oh my goodness, groceries. How could I have forgotten? Wall lamp. One wall lamp here, one here, one here, and one here. But with our power actually set up, we should be on our way to comfort. We should be on our way. Oh, Rapture, you fiend! And then we can deconstruct. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. And then deconstruct. And then deconstruct. And then deconstruct. And hopefully our colony can handle this. Rapture, fix your mistake, girl. Come on. Do we not have any... Oh, she's getting steel to fix her mistake. Okay, sweet. Rapture, fix your mistake. Are we, like, actually joking? Rapture, wake your butt up. Get to work right now. Get steel. We don't have components for it, do we? We need 3. Okay. Where's a quick component vein? Where's a quick component vein? Where's a quick... Is there no... Oh, there it is. Rapture, you're gonna mine that compacted component vein. Is Rosa lobs this over here, because we do actually have the steel for it. Your botchery made it so that we had to go all the way over here. Yep, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Okay, now we have enough, so now you're gonna work on this. Leaving the components there is bold, but, you know, I trust the process. And we're not gonna stop, because we desperately need this to be chillin'. This is our food storage, right? And hopefully we're... Yes! Now check this out, check this out, check this out. We might be in the middle of a heat wave, but we have achieved freezing temperatures. Now we can just deconstruct these readily built passive coolers and start relying a lot more on our watermill. I'm actually going to see another place where we can put our watermill because I want more. I'm never satiated. I need more. Power? Watermill? I could probably get away with... No. Probably deeper in the cave, but there's no, like, area, and it's so wibby-wobbly, if that makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do is actually place one right here. Yeah, that seems fine. And placing it here, we got, like, distance, you know? And then I can... Bam! Boom! Bam, 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 bam! Bow! Hidden conduit connector! Wapow! Yeah! And hopefully we just start getting a hang on, you know, getting everything ready and set. We have power, which was hopefully a lot quicker than the last time. I think we're on pace generally. but we have reliable and consistent power that we don't have to worry about the whims of the weather for. We have a prisoner slowly joining us, and I still need to build a ritual site. Oops! But we have a farm, and hopefully it is massive. Hopefully it is enough so that when we get this food, we're gonna be rolling in it, in the thick of it, and ready for winter time. But I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. We got a lot done, we got a lot started, and we got a lot that we've already suffered through, and we've done it with a smile on our face. So, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Rimworld as much as Waltz enjoyed being a part of this colony for now. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because even if you think it might not do anything, I promise you that it does. I read all of the comments. Every like is another day with a smile on my face. And subscribers just make it easier for this content to reach more people so that we can get more people a part of the cute little tiny community that we have. So thank you all for your support for Rimworld Runaway. Thank you all for your continued support for Rimworld Robotics. I hope to see you next time, and hopefully next time we'll have our religious temple. So make sure to take care of yourselves, because until then, this has been Maui. I'll see you all later.